to Citron. Sutton back to Citron.
And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply haven't been dropping for her.
And stolen by Gray.
You can hear how loud it is right now in Washington. These Mystic fans are pumped for this game.
Well, the energy already high in here. When you have a rivalry matchup like this, everybody is getting amped up.
And so for Atlanta, this is the first of 4 games they'll play this season against Washington. And the Mystics call time here.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Shooting 2.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one drops. He ties it up. Now Canada. Sutton with the rebound. Scott, guarded by Howard. Tipped. And here's Sutton. 6 on the shot clock. To take the lead. The rebound by Gray.
Brianna Jones into the lane.
Here's Griner. Yep, that one goes.
With so much big game experience, Griner knows exactly what to do in critical game situations.
Washington calls timeout.
Here's Sutton.
To the inside. Here's Austin. And it's blocked by Brittany Griner.
Well, given Griner's timing and explosiveness, he can pretty much block any shot that goes up in the air.
And that one's good.
Such a dependable player. Jones getting the ball in the big moments, ready to deliver.
To the middle. And it's blocked by Brittany Griner. Lets it fly from 18. On the wing, Alicia Gray. No good with the triple. The Mystics trailing.
Here's Sutton.
Inside. Tries to break her ice.
Another miss by Shakira Austin.
Getting a hand in the face like that is crucial.
Pass to Howard. And here's Canada. Griner inside.
Defended by Citron.
And that's an intentional foul.
Double team on Jordan Canada.
She jumped into the passing lane the instant that ball left the opponent's hands. What a superb read defensively.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one. And that puts them up 5. And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
To the paint. And she commits the intentional foul. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. Scott. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Now here is Canada. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them, and this building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
That's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them a chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's a wrap, everyone. Here's Carlton.
Pass to Carrington. Collier.
Lets the three fly. Stevens grabs the board.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
A nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they've put in on the glass.
They hold a big margin in the rebounding department, completely dominating the boards.
One thing about these LA Spark fans, they know how to show out for these marquee matchups.
And of course, I think these LA fans, happy to see Minnesota. Reminds them of that 2016 title they won, the banner flying proudly in this arena.
And for the Lynx, this is the first of 4 games they'll play this season against the Sparks.
Not our best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
Pass to Brink.
Plum. Shot clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Sparks. Collier outside. Here's McBride. From past the arc, Stevens grabs the board.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
Plum. Pass to Hamby.
Over Carlton.
Hamby misses. The Lynx leading.
Screened by Carlton.
McBride misses. So it's the Sparks now. And here's Plum. To the inside. And that'll be Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Sparks able to keep the ball here.
And the Sparks call time here.
So both teams making some changes here. Hamby outside. Clock at 6.
Pass to Van Loo. Brink.
From downtown. Here's Hamby. Goes up again. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Textbook pump fake from Hamby. What a clever player.
Shooting 2.
She drops the first one, and that brings them within 5.
You can trust Erica Hamby to deliver all-out effort on the floor. She really puts in the work to make the most of her minutes, and she can be a difference maker for this team.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Not as productive of a trip to the line as she'd have liked. They really need all their free throws to go down at this point.
It's good.
The moment not scaring Hamby, a leader. She takes pleasure in hitting the big shots.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's just what the doctor ordered, and she makes good on the free throw with the hoop and the horn.
Pass to Collier. Over Jackson. And it's Collier missing.
It's very dangerous to leave her open like that. Lucky break for the D that she missed it.
From deep three-point range.
Sometimes you just want to show off your range.
I mean, we already know how good her range is, so I don't know why she's firing from that deep.
Heidemann.
The three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Sparks now. Trailing by 2. Here's Hamby. Wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
Great positioning from Hamby. Excellent work on the offensive glass.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Now Heidemann.
Six on the shot clock.
Pass to Collier. Now Heidemann.
Let's go with a 3. Misses the 3.
Brink from the arc.
Oh, had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. Time expires, and we're going to overtime, baby! Hold tight, we've got more basketball action headed your way. And what great competition we are seeing tonight. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we will now see how these next few minutes of basketball pans out.
Van Loo with it. Outside Brink.
Plum. Just 5 to shoot. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
In 2021, the WNBA introduced the Commissioner's Cup into the season, and as a result, a second trophy.
You know, for you soccer fans out there, it's very similar to what we see in soccer. You have the regular league competition, in our case, the WNBA regular season and finals, but also a cup final. So there are 2 championships to win in one season.
Van Loo can't hit.
The Lynx leading. Here's Collier.
And here's Heidemann.
Back to Collier. 3-pointer. No good that time. And stolen by Collier.
Pass to Heidemann. Now Williams. Smith outside.
Here's Heidemann. Just 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target.
Now here's Van Loo. Jackson outside. Now here's Brink. Covered by Collier. Outside Plum.
To take the lead.
It's hauled in by Smith.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Heidemann.
She's covered by Hamby.
Pass to Shepard.
And she converts the layup. And something you never like to see, but guys, she definitely looks hurt.
Boy, that did not look good. Let's hope it's something not too serious.
You've got to feel for her. You can see how much distress she's in. I just hope she's okay.
Here's Alima. We're in overtime here with just over 2.5 minutes gone by. And the basket by Hamby.
Tonight is all about De'Erica Hamby scoring at will. They can't stop her.
Now here's Collier. Here's Heidemann. No good on the 3.
Oh, man. That's one she'd like to have over.
Pass to Hamby. To tie it up. It's hauled in by Smith. And they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer.
Outside Williams. And here's Smith. Puts up a three.
And rebounded by Brink. Pass to Vandler.
To take the lead. It's hauled in by the Lynx. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a little bit here.
Probably a smart move. Be calm, be patient.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Is it just me, or does it feel like she's gotten every rebound in this game?
No, it's not just you. And look, a 20-plus rebounding game just isn't something we get to see very often.
We just sit back and enjoy the show.
Absolutely.
Here's Alima. Pass to Hamby. Over Smith. No good there. So it's a narrow victory for the Lynx, pulling it out for the W. They escape with the victory, although they needed a few extra minutes to get it.
And what a great game. Both teams giving it everything they had. But when it came to the overtime period, it was all about just sheer determination.
Pass to Sheldon.
To the paint. Stolen by me here.
Rupert.
Shakira Austin with the block.
Well, her teammates, her coaches love it. Austin, big-time rejection.
And here's Sutton. Now me here.
Now here is Thornton.
Well, Kayla Thornton loves these freebies, and she's able to contribute a lot for her team.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Shooting two.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within two here. That one falls, so she hits both of them.
A lot of players say they want to be in those situations, but she truly does. What a clutch performer.
Austin. And it's rejected. Thornton outside. To take the lead.
Burton, and stolen by Uriafin. Here's Citron. And it's Austin missing.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her. Well, they had the foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Well, at least they're stopping the clock, Tim. That's not the worst case scenario for them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so she's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
Washington calls timeout.
They do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. We'll see if they try it.
Yeah, you know, and I think the key thing, probably what the coach wants to see, is a good shot. It's important they convert here.
It's stolen away. Inside.
And stolen by Uriafin.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen by Tiffany Hayes. And an intentional foul right there. She hits the first one, and that will put them up 2. She's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop for her.
It's still within reach.
But their offense needs to be just about perfect from here on out.
And 3's better than 2's.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those seconds away.
Nope, and you've got to foul. It's going to come down to free throws.
Pressure situation.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
She drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up 5. So she gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And so the Valkyries take the win.
Probably a little closer than they would have liked, but it's a win nonetheless.
And I think the fans gave them an emotion.
Pass to Thomas. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. To take the lead. Maglador grabs the miss. Seattle leading.
Seattle has shown up in force to support their Storm tonight.
When you talk about teams out west that produce titles here in the WNBA, the Storm and the Mercury are near the top of the list. These Seattle fans remember so many great games, regular season, playoffs over the years.
And for Phoenix, this has been a tough matchup right now, losing the season series against Seattle.
A physical point forward. Thomas shows a complete game. She can rebound, defend, and she's a monster on the break.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix.
Both teams will make substitutions. And no good as the first free throw misses for her. We'll see if she can nail the second. Able to hit the second one. And that ties the game up.
Well, they should be in front right now, but she'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty.
Outside Williams. Pass to Maglador. Back to Williams. And the Storm miss again.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well been. She really affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly her defense that threw her off there.
Now here's Maglador. Back to Agumake. Fires for 3. The shot misses.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Had a defender near her.
Outside Whitcomb. Back to Copper. Count it!
What a big-time play. Copper should get some gold for that one. Showing some poise and draining the important shot.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over.
They do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2-for-1. We'll see if they try it.
Yeah, you know, and I think the key thing, probably what the coach wants to see, is a good shot. It's important they convert here.
Takes the 3, knocks down the trifecta.
That's just a defensive breakdown. I mean, she is not the player you want to leave open from the perimeter.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, off target.
I had a foul to give, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Yeah, it would have been better to use it on the floor and not on the shot, but the foul had to come one way or another.
Yeah.
This is where their depth becomes such an asset. She's gone for the remainder of the game, but fortunately, they're able to field a very capable replacement.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. Good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
She's got ice water in her veins, guys. No way she's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance.
Jacks up a 3. And so it's Phoenix who's straight by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks. Stolen by Harrison. Pass to Burke.
Phoebish.
And here's Ionescu. The three is up.
Offensive rebound.
Harrison no good.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
Now here's Clark. Bisama uncovering.
Back to Boston.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Nice job finding Boston. She is so good in that pick and roll set.
And not a lot of time to get this one back under control.
Yeah, they have to do work and do work quickly.
And the Liberty call time here.
Outside, Stewart. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Fever. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Mitchell. Clark outside. Offline with the three.
I think that deficit's too much to overcome.
You nailed it, Tim. There just isn't enough ticks on the clock.
Get the bus going, get the plane going, whatever.
Mitchell outside. And so the Fever take the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked, but it's a win nonetheless.
And I think the fans gave them an emotional boost.
Pass to Reese.
Atkins up top. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Here's Vandersloot. good, and tight defense there really bothered the shot.
Here's Van Loo. Stevens.
Defended by Atkins. Here's Hamby, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and we'll go to the line. Vandersloot, and so she's picked up her final foul, and she will sit the rest of this one out. Get a comfy seat. That's it.
Shooting 2.
And no good as the first free throw misses for her. We'll see if she can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that increases their lead to 6. And it's the Sky ball. Pass to Banham. The 3 is up. Jackson pulls it in.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open. And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
I don't know if I'd call it 100% secure, but at least 98%.
I'll go 99.2.
3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Back to Brink.
The 3. The rebound by the Sky. And so the Sparks take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and they did a great job of execution, both offensively, defensively, playing in control. When they had a misstep, they got right back to work and made up for
Inside. Sent away with authority. To the paint, and stolen by Brown. To the middle. That one falls, coming off Alyssa Thomas's feed.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions. To the inside, and stolen by Satu Sabali. Here's Thomas. Here's Copper. Second shot opportunity, and it's Austin with the rebound.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's on Kalia Copper.
You cannot let Shakira get the ball down low. Austin is too much to handle.
First of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. she's able to hit the second one. And that brings them within 5.
Not as productive of a trip to the line as she'd have liked. They really need all their free throws to go down at this point. She's a gritty player, guys. Even giving away some inches, she can still win the rebound battles.
Got a piece of it.
Here's Citron. Pass to Sutton.
Launches it. It's rebounded by Thomas. And so they foul intentionally. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
He gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 7-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock.
Another good rebound. She's pulled down a bunch. Hasn't mattered that you know what? She's a little size challenge in the post.
Here's Thomas. And so it's Phoenix with the W. And they didn't make it easy on themselves for their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
You know, there were some times that momentum shifted either.
Ogumake with the ball.
Pass to Malunga.
Here's Williams from outside the arc. The rebound by Asia Wilson.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
When you need a hoop, Melissa Smith is such a great option. She's got skill, size, and heart.
Seattle calls timeout. Brittany Sykes on the wing. Off target from three-point range. The Aces trailing. Pass to Wilson. Over Ogumake. And Wilson gets it to go.
What a bucket by Wilson. Refuses to let the high-stake shaker and sinks it.
Sykes left side. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Aces.
Look, if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against her every time she takes the ball into three-point land.
You're right again, Brian. Anything less than lockdown defense on her, it's going to result in 3 points. You can count on that.
4 on the shot clock. Chelsea Gray for 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Big bucket in a big situation. These kinds of plays come second nature to Gray.
Seattle calls timeout.
They do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. We'll see if they try it.
Yeah, and I think the key thing, probably what the coach wants to see, is a good shot. It's important they convert here.
Outside for Sykes.
They need this. Wilson pulls it down, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
They had to foul to stop that clock. That's really the enemy in this situation.
Yeah, and who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range.
Maybe knocked down a 3 or 2, who knows?
So she goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
Left side, Williams. And Chelsea Gray with the block.
Just about 6 feet tall, Gray is a tall point. Brings length to your team. Getting the rejection there.
Brittany Sykes outside. Sinks it!
Big time putback. What a great motor she has.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder than her.
And night in and night out, this is the kind of effort level she gives you.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
No other option, though. They did a good job getting it in her hands and making sure she was the one who'd go to the line.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. The second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
So the Aces win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really was. When this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what tough-minded squad they can be.
And that's a wrap, everyone. Outside Mabry to take the lead. Dallas with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Gumbawale. The tray. Hines Allen misses from close range.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And she misses the first one. Boy, she really wanted that one to fall. And the Wings making a change here. So neither attempt will fall that time. Dallas in the lead. Here's Agumbawale. Pass to Mabry. Screen by Charles. To the inside. Money! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And they finally fought all the way back to even the score. We've got a whole new ball game.
Yeah, and they've got all the momentum in the world right now after that comeback, so you just have to like their chances the rest of the way.
Here's Beckers.
Pass to Hines Allen. Agumbawale. 20 feet out. That shot missing.
Getting a hand in the face like that is crucial.
And here's Mabry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't knock in the 3.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebound, effort.
From the inbound. Oh, no good. So it's a narrow victory for the Suns, but pulling it out for the W. That was a fun night of basketball and a fabulous finish as they... Stolen by McBride. The shot's good.
Well, McBride saw the steal and got way ahead of the play to finish off the break.
Outside Wheeler. Launches it. She's off on that one.
That shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make a comeback.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Heidemann. Deflected. Harrington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Gumake with the rebound. Seattle trailing here. Here's Wheeler. Outside Williams. Launches a 3. That's no good. It's her second miss. She's made 4. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. Pass to Heidemann. Here's Taylor. On the wing, Kayla McBride. She's guarded by Williams. Here's Seattle.
The clock's their worst enemy now.
Yeah, they need to work very quickly.
And out of bounds, the Lynx will take it.
And here are the Lynx now. They lead by 7. Here's Williams. And the Lynx miss again.
Well, this game's finally gotten away from them.
It has. There's not really anything they can do.
And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Minnesota. So we see the Lynx get the win here. And they didn't make it easy on themselves for their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
You know, there were some times that momentum shifted either way, especially early on. But give the team credit for sticking right with the game plan and finishing the job.
And the Sparks with possession here. It's a one-point game.
And let's check out what's coming up for the Atlanta Dream. On Friday, they'll go up against the Seattle Storm. And then on Friday, they're off to Connecticut to face off with the Sun.
And for their matchup with the Fever, it'll be their 7th contest during this young season. Every game a step closer to the finish line.
Plum, guarded by Canada.
Jackson outside.
Outside Plum.
Van Loo.
They get it back.
Brink.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He's starting to turn it on now after a slow start.
And no spark needed to light the fire under these LA fans. They're ready to show their California love.
Well, guys, this game has a different feel. These two teams have had some great battles. Bragging rights are on the line.
And for the Dream, last year they pulled off a clean sweep in a 3-game season series against the Sparks.
Clutch. All her life, Griner's been leaned on to make the big shots. There's another.
Outside Brink. Jackson.
No good from outside. Pass to Canada. Gray.
Defended by Van Loo.
On the wing, Ryan Howard. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Here's Plum. Now here's Hamby. Over Griner. Canada grabs the board.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many.
Ryan Howard. No luck on that one. The Sparks leading.
Pass to Van Loo.
Here's Hamby. Gray defending. And it's blocked by Brittany Griner.
Quite simply, Griner is the most dominant interior defender we have ever seen. An intimidating presence.
Now here's Hamby. He's covered closely. Pass to Plum. 5 on the clock. Hamby outside.
Again, it's Hamby missing.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open. On defense, Hamby is so active, looks for any opening to swat the ball and blocks the shot. That's right, no other option but to foul and, just hope for some misses.
Yep, they have to extend the game and use every last second on that clock.
Shooting 2.
And she misses the first one. Boy, she really wanted that one to fall. So she comes up empty, missing both. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
And Blake, they don't want to let it slip away.
For three, Ryan Howard misses the tray. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up 2. So she gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt here.
And the Dream call time here.
There's still time left, so they don't necessarily need to go for the 3. If they can get an easy bucket inside.
I'm not so sure. There's not a whole lot of time to play around with. I think they look for the 3 and try to tie this thing up.
Yeah, you could do that. I think the quick 2 might be the better play. Let's see what they do.
A 3 from Alicia Gray.
Misses the 3. And there's the call on Brittany Griner. And so she's picked up her final foul, and she will sit the rest of this one out. Get a comfy seat. That's it.
Shooting 2.
He gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
And the Dream call time here.
Your thoughts, guys?
I applaud them for trying until the very end, but this one's in the bag.
Absolutely. The only thing this timeout's going to do is draw out the misery a little bit longer.
And we've got dinner plans tonight.
A 3 from Alicia Gray.
The shot misses. And they go to the intentional foul.
Well, you have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
No other option, though. They did a good job getting it in her hands and making sure she was the one who'd go to the line.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first. And that increases their lead to 6. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 7-point ball game. And so the Sparks take the win. This was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them.
Yeah, they faced some challenges, but held firm when they needed to. Defensively, offensively, effectively locking down the W.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.
Screen by Carlton. Pass to Collier. Shoots over Sabali. Collier can't get it to go.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Here's Mack. Brown up top. Shoots over Williams. And a shot by Brown, no good.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Now here's McBride to take the lead. Good D from Kalani Brown.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
Pass to Thomas. Over Carlton. Here's Brown. Yes, they get the go-ahead bucket.
You have to be mentally strong to not just take, but make the big buckets. Brown's able to come through for her team.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over. Here's Collier. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
And we can feel the excitement here in Phoenix. This Mercury crowd is hyped.
It's clear there's something a little extra on the line tonight. From the feeling in this building, this matchup seems personal. It's rivalry time.
And so for Minnesota, well, they clearly had the upper hand in last year's season series, winning 3 of the last 4 games against the Mercury.
Thomas with the steal. Pass to Copper. And it falls!
What a big-time play. Copper should get some gold for that one. Showing some poise and draining the important shot.
Now here's Williams. Now here's Collier. He's covered by Copper. He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead to just 3. And that's good as she hits both shots.
Big-time trip to the line, bringing this down to just a 1-possession game.
And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty.
You know, they had to foul to stop that clock. That's really the enemy in this situation.
Yeah, and who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range.
I mean, knocked down a 3 or 2, who knows?
Shooting 2.
She drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
Outside. Shepard. Pass to Williams. Connects!
And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Big moments. Williams' combination of handles and shooting ability make her a tremendous option for late games.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up 2. So she gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt here.
You know, she's made up for a lack of size in the post with a lot of extra. She's done some serious work on the boards.
She gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 5-point game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
And so it's Phoenix with the W. This was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them.
Yeah, they faced some challenges, but held firm when they needed to, defensively, offensively.
Stolen by Carlton.
To take the lead, and the layup is good.
Golden State trailing here.
Thornton outside. And here's Zandalicini. Thornton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Zandalicini. And stolen by Kayla McBride. Good work there as it goes.
The vocal and emotional leader of the team. McBride's squad is in good hands when she has the basketball.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
It's Burton
To the paint,
and stolen by Shepard.
outside Williams. Now here's Collier. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
It's going to go on Temi Fagbenle.
What a strong take. Collier is a force taking it to the rack. Does a good job protecting the ball on her way up as well.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. so both free throws good this time. And it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Here's Fagbinley. That one wide left.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish again.
Collier. Yes. And it's Courtney Williams with the assist that time.
Well, anytime she steps out there, Nafisa Collier, a threat to drop 20 or more, she is on one tonight.
To the middle.
And stolen by Shepard. Outside Williams. Out to the wing. It's stolen by Fagbinley.
Well, this game's finally gotten away from them.
It has. There's not really anything they can do.
Williams with it. Guarded now by Hayes. Inside.
It's stolen by Fagbinley.
Thornton outside. For 3, Tiffany Hayes. So we see the Lynx get the win here. They seem to relish their role as the villains here.
I sense that too. They really did feed off all the negative energy this crowd was directing at them. They turned it around and used it to motivate them to close out the win.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone. Thomas.
Carlton defending. Pass to Copper.
The three-pointer off the mark.
They had some box coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
When you come to Minnesota, you're going to get a chilly reception from the fans. They love this Lynx team.
You can tell these fans are amped up. These two teams, there's no love lost between them. Everyone is looking forward to this one.
And for the Mercury, well, they're looking to keep the momentum going as they've already come away victorious once so far against Minnesota.
They get the rebound. Shepard can't get it to go. Phoenix leading. Pass to Bonner. Fires the three.
Harrington grabs the board.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
The screen by Collier. And again, no good by Minnesota. And it's the Mercury with the ball.
Mack, covered by Collier.
Bonner outside. 6 on the shot clock. Alyssa Thomas on the wing. Lets it fly from 18. It goes straight through with the swish.
Well, with her sense for the game, Alyssa Thomas knew they needed points.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions.
Collier, she's covered by Copper.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to McBride. Williams.
Nafisa Collier on the wing. Here's Shepard.
Some solid defense from Satu Sabali. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a little bit here.
Probably a smart move. Be calm, be patient.
Here's Thomas.
Have to be mindful of Collier on the court. Her ability to block shots makes life so much tougher for opponents.
What a big one from Smith. Coming up big.
And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty.
A smart foul there to try to extend the game.
Yeah, this isn't over, but the clock's as much of a problem for them as the score is right now.
They need some missed free throws.
And that's an intentional foul. Doesn't hit the first, and that was one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And she's able to hit the second one. And that will put them up 2. Here's Williams. Pass to Collier. It's stolen by Copper. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. First free throw is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. This And that will not go for her, but she does have 2 more to shoot. The Dream making a switch here. The second one drops, and that narrows the lead to just 3. And she nails the third.
Yeah, they'd have loved to cut it to 1 there, but they're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
Well, we know how much Connecticut loves their basketball teams, and these Sun fans are reminding us of that.
Yeah, every time these women step on the floor, there's pride on the line, a desire to give these fans a show, and most importantly, deliver a win.
And so for Atlanta, So far, this season series has belonged to them. Let's see if they're able to keep it going here against the Sun. Nelson Adota.
Wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
And finally, after all that time, they've tied it up late in the fourth. What a comeback, and what a finish we have in store.
The clock was their real enemy during that comeback, but they could finally stop worrying about the time and start thinking about the win.
Focus locked in.
Now here's Howard. Launches it. Misses the tray. Time expires, and we're going to overtime, baby! We'll be right back to the action when we return. Well, if you're just joining us, this one has been a great one. We've got overtime action now, folks. Poked away. Outside Charles. Stolen by Nia Coffey. Out to Gray. Pass to Jones. Canada. The three-pointer off the mark. Inside to take the lead. And she takes it up and lays it in.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Three, Ryan Howard. That's good, and it's Nia Coffey with the assist.
I mean, that's just too easy for Howard. Is the defense going to rush her off the three-point line, or is she going to make these all night long?
Pass to Morrow.
Charles. No good from outside. Here's Coffey. Great D that time from Tina Charles. The Sun trailing. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That'll get the ref's attention.
Those types of mistakes are magnified when it's a tight game like this.
Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Gray outside. Down low. Jones. Rebounded by the Sun.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
Here's the pick. Pass to Charles. Shot clock at 6. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish her there. That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
To the middle. Here's Charles. That's in for her 5th field goal of the game. Makes her 5 for 12 this far.
Inside, Charles really takes charge, gets physical, and doesn't let anything keep her from scoring.
Now here's Howard. And it's blocked. Here's Nelson Adota. Guarded by Jones. And here comes the break. And that one's good. Coffey.
Well, we hear a lot about Coffey's excellent footwork, and that's what it takes to make those kinds of finishes. Footwork and balance.
To the inside. Here's Charles. And here's Coffey. Outside Howard. Pulls up on the wing. Rebound, Tina Charles.
But he got away with a major lapse there.
Out to the left wing. Rivers. And again, Connecticut no good. What a big possession right here.
No question, guys. Tension, palpable. Can you feel it?
Oh, man. Can I ever?
A three-pointer here might have us headed to another overtime period.
With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's some old-school defense, just telling them no easy layups, as simple as that, and I like to see it.
She doesn't hit the first, and that was one they really wanted. She's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings them within 2 here. And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those seconds away.
Nope, and you've got to foul. It's going to come down to free throws.
Pressure situation.
No good as the first free throw misses for her. We'll see if she can nail the second. And she's able to hit the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
And the Sun call time here.
There's still time left, so they don't necessarily need to go for the 3 if they can get an easy bucket inside.
I'm not so sure. There's not a whole lot of time to play around with. I think they look for the 3 and try to tie this thing up.
Yeah, you could do that. I think the quick 2 might be the better play. Let's see what they do.
Out to the wing. Rivers. And the ball out of play. The Dream will have it. And now they foul and stop the clock. And the Sun making a change here. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So she gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Timeout called, the Sun. Your thoughts, guys?
I guess they're not yet willing to give up, but they have no quit in them. I'll give them that.
And you have to respect that, I suppose. Most teams, most coaches would be moving on from this one already.
They grab their own miss.
Lets the 3 fly. That one is off. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride, boys. I mean, thought it might end in regulation, but they came.
And so it's Chicago with it. A 4-point game. Vandersloot outside. Back to Atkins. Let's go with a 3. Gets a 3-pointer to fall.
Unafraid of pressure-filled moments, Atkins attacks the defense and raises her game up a notch when it matters most.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
So both teams changing it up here. Now here's Clark. Vandersloot defending. for three. Clark, that one's good.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Well, no doubt about it, there's an excitement here around this franchise. When you come into Chi-Town and play the Sky, you better be prepared.
Since that 2024 draft, Chicago and Indiana have played some really memorable games, and the Chi-Town fans hope to see another classic tonight.
And for the Fever, they've gotten the better of the season series so far against Chicago.
The good news is they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would be it.
And the second of two is good. And that puts them up 5. Now here's Atkins. He's covered closely. Banham. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, she's got a great stroke. I mean, that one almost dropped.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot of times that she'll hit those shots no matter how tight the D is.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And she ends up making the second. And that increases their lead to 6. Chicago with the ball. And once again off the mark by Chicago. And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
I think that deficit's too much to overcome.
You nailed it, Tim. There just isn't enough ticks on the clock.
They get the bus going, get the plane going, whatever.
And so the Fever take the win. This was a very strong showing for them. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel Now Billings. Here's Hayes. Pass is on Delasini. And here's Hayes. And that misses. That would have put them up.
One thing about these LA Spark fans, they know how to show out for these marquee matchups.
Whenever we get a Northern California team facing off with one from Southern California, it just feels bigger. And these Sparks fans should be extra rowdy for GSV in town.
And for Golden State, well, they're looking to turn things around in this one, as they've already dropped their first 2 games this year against the Sparks.
Shot clock at 5.
Outside Billings. And again, Golden State no good.
The Sparks with the lead. Here's Plum to the inside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Never a bad idea to get it to Hamby inside. She's almost automatic from there.
Here's Hayes. Down low. Billings. And here's Burrell. Outside Plum. Pass to Hamby.
Van Loo, brink a screen. Van Loo with it.
Shot clock at 3. Hamby misses.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Shoots it. And it's Hayes missing.
Well, she rushed that one. The D was out of position, but she couldn't make him pay.
So it's the Sparks now. 6-point lead.
Brink.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
An example right there, guys, of how they never started coasting, even as their lead kept growing.
Well, Tim, they're just a determined group. There's no neutral gear, no matter what the lead is. It's only full speed ahead, and that's the type of basketball I love to watch.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour.
From the arc.
The Valkyries pull it in.
Deflected.
Stolen by Van Loo.
And so the Sparks take the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
And they put on a show here at home. I think they had
outside Young. Inside. Here's Wilson. Nice D from Satu Sabali. Phoenix in the lead.
Well, we know Aces fans are some of the most passionate in the league. Vegas is a tough place to play.
It's clear there's something a little extra on the line tonight. From the feeling in this building, this matchup seems personal. It's rivalry time.
And for Phoenix, and last season, they were only able to win one of the 4 games against the Aces.
Well, the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs there.
Something you struggled with in your career, Tim, but definitely saved the layup with that foul. She's going to have to earn him at the line.
Good on the first. And that narrows the lead to just 3. She's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop for her.
By missing one of those, that leaves them needing a 3 to tie it up. That's not ideal.
Leah Copper for 3.
Rebound by the Aces.
It's still within reach.
But their offense needs to be just about perfect from here on out.
And 3's better than 2's.
Wilson. And it's rebounded by Satu Sabali. And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, they had to do that. You just can't let them dribble it out.
Definitely. Got to stop the clock any way possible and just hope they short arm a few of their free throws.
It's a good foul, and it's a good point in this situation to make them hit their shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so she drops them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
From downtown, it's good! And she has brought them within 2 points.
Tremendous poise under pressure. If Gray's team needs a bucket, she's comfortable getting the job done.
No choice but to foul there, but she's probably the last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Yeah, and that's a good point. They just could not waste any more time.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And she ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And the Aces call time here.
There's still time left, so they don't necessarily need to go for the 3 if they can get an easy bucket inside.
I'm not so sure. There's not a whole lot of time to play around with. I think they look for the 3 and try to tie this thing up.
Yeah, you could do that. I think the quick 2 might be the better play. Let's see what they do.
to Sabali. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. She drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So she goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
And so it's Phoenix with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really was. When this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what tough-minded squad they can be.